Hello everyone, welcome again to our channel. My name is Daniel, and in this video I'm going to talk about forms I134, form 1040 and W2 forms, and learn more on when they are supposed to be filled and who is supposed to be filling this form I134, Form 1040 and W2 forms in your DV lottery journey. For those watching us for the first time, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, it's our request to you all. You consider subscribing to this channel, like our videos, share our videos, and always hit that notification bell such that every time we produce a video like this, you get it and get the information before you miss it. To our returning subscribers, welcome home. We are doing well and we are pushing on well, and much of the information is still here. You can go back to our videos and you'll be able to watch and get the information. For form I-134, which is commonly known as Financial Affidavit of Support form, is filled by both the host and the DV lottery beneficiary. It's to show your host has a financial muscle to host you just temporarily before you become stable and start earning your own income. And this is to make sure that you do not end up becoming a public charge while you are new in the United States. So that's why they require Form I-134 to show as a proof that you have someone in the United States who is willing to host you for the time being when you are new, before you get your job and start earning your own income to take care of yourself and your family if you immigrate with the family to the United States. So that's why it is very important and it's required in most of the embassies for those ones who have been previously attended the DV lottery visa interviews. This is a 13 form page which is always available online. You can download this form as a DV lottery winner, fill this form, and send the same form once you have filled your part as a DV lottery winner or beneficiary. Send it to your host. Your host will fill his or her part with the relevant information, and at the end of the day, the host is supposed to send it back to you, and you proceed the interview. Much of the information contained in this form is that of from your host, like the host is personal information or personal information, work history, and many more other information that is needed in that form. So I've said out of the 13 pages, like 10 or 9 of those pages are containing your host's information, and your host will fill that in his convenient time and send it to you. After this form is completely filled, the host must sign it and sends it to you in PDF form. You are supposed to print this form and go with it during your DV lottery interview. And when you print this form, make sure that you do not leave any information at the printing site, because it contains much of the very private information about your host. Form I134 does not stand on its own. It's supposed to be accompanied by IRS tax receipts and sometimes Form 1040 or W2 forms, plus other identification documents from your host. The identification documents that you will need from your host are things like a copy of your host's driving license, copy of your host's passport, biodata badge, or copy of your host's certificate of naturalization if your host has become an American citizen. So for those who have been asking whether they need IRS forms or Form 1040 or W2 forms, the answer is very clear. After receiving your second notification, your embassy will send you an additional email with the instructions on the list of documents that you need to prepare and bring them during your DV lottery visa interviews. And in most cases, they will request for IRS forms, but not forms 1040 or form as the W2 forms. So they request you to bring I-134 and IRS tax return receipts. Form 1040 is the actual income tax form your host fills if you are self-employed, when you run your own business, and then you send it to IRS to calculate your taxable income and the tax on that income. While if W2 forms are the forms you get from your employer telling you how much you made during that financial year, and use them to fill out tax returns based on your income. So it is very clear now from 1040 and the W2 forms what they mean. Depending on how much you earn that year and the number of children that you have, sometimes you may get a tax refund or pay some money to IRS if you worked more outside your income tax brackets. So if you are a DV winner and if your case number is current and expecting your 2NL anytime soon, based on your previous visa interviews in your embassy and the list of documents asked, you need to start preparing as hard as you can, whether you need this Form I-134 or not. But for those who will be attending their visa interview at the Nairobi Embassy, Kenya, Form I-134 is a must, and it is accompanying documents. So make sure that you prepare on that and have them before you go for the interviews. And what you need to understand is that most of the hosts will like to send these documents to you towards the tail end of your interview date. So keep them confidential and private. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye bye.